Gemini, welcome to Steve's magical experience for August. And I hope you enjoyed the new romantic tear-jerking intro called Turning Pages. Okay, Jim, so let's have a look. So you'll have to excuse me because I am sweating hot in the UK at the moment. It's something like just above 30 degrees or something. It's ridiculously hot. So you've had three cards that continue to come out during the pre-shuffle. Three cards, so I've had to take them. So you might ask, what's the seven? Oh my God, sorry. Oh my God. I have pulled my back out. I have literally pulled my back out and I am in so much agony. You might be in agony. You might literally be in agony. So you know I've got a Gemini moon, right? So you might actually be in agony. But, okay, so the Seven of Cups. I'm picking up, like, a mystery. There's a mystery to this history, or you are history. But what the fuck? This is like that feeling of nostalgia. Like, this can be delusional, or like an illusion of fantasy, but more of like, I'm picking it up more of like a time loop of like, fuck, this has happened again. This has happened again. But more of, so what does this really feel like? So this can be where at the beginning stages of something, you might feel like the person or the thing is everything, where you're in this daze, you're dazed and confused, okay, dazed and confused. At the beginning, it can be like, listen, you're everything, I'll give you everything. I love you, I want you, you can have this, you can have that, you can have this, you can have that. And you gave it all, Gemini, you gave it all, you gave it your best and you gave it your all, okay? But at the beginning stages, that can lead you into an illusion of like, fucking hell, what is this warm feeling? And it's an attachment. Someone attaches themselves to your energy because it's also seven, which is everybody, okay? So of blame and society and things like that through karma and through retrograde and through soulmate relationships, what we can start to realize is that someone attracts themselves to what you have energy wise, okay? So the universe puts that together, you don't. So if someone's in denial, say for instance, right, because this can be an illusion and denial, and this can be you or them, okay, but someone can be in like denial. Now if you have one path, we all have to choose one path of a choice, right, one path. So say if you're with a soulmate, right, and they have other options, but they're in denial of you being a soulmate, but they blame you for it, but you can't help that because you didn't put it together as a physical human being. It was just a feeling of confusion and illusion. and you're like, what the fuck is this new thing? What is this new person? What is this feeling? Dazed and confused. So you get into illusional state of thinking that they're everything, okay? Or they think you're everything also, okay? And then it all feels like this warm feeling of nostalgia where you get lost in illusion and that they're everything and that you would give them everything and you would give it your all, okay? Now, after a period of time, when it manifests itself onto a physical shape of a human being of the physical form of pentacles, meaning mundane, you might realize that they were probably giving to one more than the other, okay? So if you did recognize that, but you only had one soulmate, but they had more, then you know, and you can figure that out through this being a karma card, which it would be the first card, but it also means karma too, because it means destiny of 7 of everybody, okay? So picking a choice, picking an option, okay? Destiny, and also North and South Node and all that kind of stuff that we know through the 7 of Cups, okay? So meaning that you didn't choose, you can never choose or pick your, through the Doreen Virtue card also, is that you can never choose or pick your soulmate. It gets put together through, God, many different things, okay? But it gets put together and you can't help that, and you can't pick your soulmate. It just gets picked for you, okay? So someone picked you, you picked them. You didn't, it just got put together of where it put you in an illusional state, right? Where you give it your all. And you give 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 and you give, okay? And then what they did was is they took that energy and they give it to someone else, okay? If that did happen, then you can start to understand how karma will start to suddenly dissipate after, when retrograde and all the things that are going on astrologically will come into shape and form of how it will manifest itself after a period of time of healing, resting. But someone is resting on the truth, like, because this is the Ace of Swords, the truth. There's some kind of truth that's not yet been disclosed, like there's a disclosure, but something was taken. So wow, again, Liam Neeson, sorry, but I'm so sweating, I'm finding it real difficult to actually get into the, you know me as a reader, I start a channel, but I'm really hot. So there was something taken, and I keep picking this up, and I picked this up through different readings. Liam Neeson, taken. Okay, taken. Something was taken from you, and it was your self-worth and value. Someone made you feel that you wasn't enough. There is kind of like, oh, I can't give you everything. I can't give you what it is that you want, what you want and need, right? So if that's a karmic leech, where it attaches itself to you karmically, where it because it can be, this can be like a bottom feeder, where it feeds, it's connected with darkness here, right? This person here can be connected with darkness, okay? So this is vice versa, you, them, it doesn't matter, but there's no blame game, because someone attached themselves to you as a choice, of picking it as a choice, but they couldn't help it, and neither could you, because it was put together through destiny of light and dark, okay? So it's put together, and then if someone has more than one option, but you are a soulmate and you can't help that, you just have an underlying feeling of everything, of illusion, and you go for it, and you give it your all, but they took from that and they give it to somebody else, then you can start to understand about how karma will suddenly start to, where the scale of balance will eventually give back to you in some form. In some form, karma will give back to you eventually, because if you have equality. If you truly have equality, and after a period of actual rest and recuperation, when you become yourself again, when you become yourself again and your energy's then raised, that's when you start to then, through these cards of like meditation or just fucking Netflix and chill, it really doesn't matter, but just recuperation of drawing back and pulling back your energy, okay? Resting on the truth. There is some kind of truth that's yet, there's a mystery. I keep picking up murder mystery, like a murder mystery. And I'm also picking up someone does mortuary, like a mortuary or Kneel by Mouth of some kind of addiction. Kneel by Mouth was actually a film, and it was about an addiction, heroin addiction. Someone had a heroin addiction. But you could relate that to codependency, okay, codependency. If not, there could be someone that has an addiction and you're actually going to to a rehab or rehabilitation center and resting, recuperating, or trying to become clean or something like that maybe. But Kneel by Mouth. So some of you could be carers, work in the money field or something like that, or a fast food restaurant I was also picking up. But I was also I am picking up of someone's dabbling or dealing the hands of fate, like is scared, because this can also be like a scared feeling, okay, of illusion, that the hands of fate are not going to go in someone's favour of destiny, because this would also be a destiny card, because it's obviously 7, it's everybody, okay, 7 chakras that run through the body, 7 chakras, 7 wonders of the world. So that is like aligning with everybody with the truth of the fact that somebody had more options and they were giving it to someone else more than you. So if that is true, and you know that you only ever had one option, okay, but options, if you're not spiritual, it fucking doesn't matter at any, because you can have a pick and a choice and you can think, oh well, you know, I might go out with you or you. But if you have a soulmate spiritual connection, that's put together through what you just don't know because you could be a medium, okay? If that happens, then obviously it's not your fault that gets put together, because it's put together by something that you can't see, or you can just feel it, okay? You can just feel it. You can't see it, okay? You're disclosed by karma. You can't see it, you just feel it. It's put together. If someone blames you for that and they have other options of other soulmates, then it's them that's in delusion, okay? It's them that's in denial, so the karmic scales will be balanced over a period of time. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get out. Sorry, eventually trying to get that out. Message. Someone's trying to get a message out. But also, you see, you do have you resting here, but you're resting on the truth. Now, you're resting on the fact that the Ace of Swords means travel. It also means documentation or paperwork. So you might have some paperwork to do to catch up with things like tax might be due. There might be a tax. Someone might have been very taxing during your energy and pulled your energy, and now it's taxing and you're needing to rest. But if it's to do with work, that taxes might be due, or there might be something that you need to pay out, but you're resting on that and thinking, well, it's not really due just yet. So the Ace of Swords would mean paperwork, taxes, plane tickets, all that kind of stuff, or whatever. And that, you know, there might be some kind of information that's been rested on, meaning like, well, I know more and there is more and there's yet more to come, but at the moment I have to balance things out. I have to really kind of think, okay, well, we can maybe afford this and maybe afford that, but at the moment I really need to just balance myself out first, and I need to rest and recuperate on, but I still have this truth that I'm resting on. There's some kind of Ace of Swords that's yet to be disclosed, of an option of speaking it or not, or hiding it. But someone is also hiding the truth. They're resting on the truth, and they're recuperating from well, I mean, the truth could have been cutting, it could have been literally anything. But I keep picking up on that taken. Something was taken. Someone lost out, like money wise, where someone spent more money, and now they're literally trying to weigh up their options. This is also weighing up my options now. Of if it's to do with work, it's kind of like, well, which direction is it that I want to go in? I've got some savings here, but there's something due in, also probably tax or something like that, and that needs paying. But karmically, there's something that needs to be returned, because this is a return on my investment. There's something that needs to be returned karmically, because if someone was dangling these scales over someone else, but they were given to this person here, but not you, and they thought they were above the rest, okay, and this isn't a very good card of being probably in reverse, then obviously the scales of balance where you can't blame one for the other, and if you have more than one path, you get very confused, they end up in a delusional state, and then the karma comes round eventually, where, you know, the hands of fate get dealt. There's some kind of hands of fate is what I'm picking up. The hands of fate. Some of you could be at a festival, or a fete, or a festival is what I'm picking up. Festival. Feast of Friends. Good old Jim. A Feast of Friends. A Feast of Friends. Cool. Give me a sec, Gemini. Give me a sec. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus for August. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus. So there you go. So you've also got probably yourselves, or Libra, or Aquarius. But this is trying to deal with the hands of fate. This is like guarding one's emotions now. Someone's now guarded where, you see, this is, someone wants to take something also. Someone wants to take something where you're also cutting people out. This is an energy also of like, fuck it. I'm out, you know, I'm out. I'm out of the rat race is what I heard. I'm out of the rat race. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords can be a very analytical person, but she can also be very fair. Fair and just. What is fair and what is just is just. And I am willing to accept. I mean, to me, it's more of a cutting off an energy. Where it's kind of like, just fucking leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. This could be like, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to know. I'm just resting. I'm recuperating. I don't want to know. This is like work as well. It's kind of like, I just don't want to know. Or something that needs paying out also can be the Queen of Swords. This can be family members or friends. Too many cards. So you've got Pisces energy, you've got the 10 of Cups, and you've got the 7, and then we'll look at that one over. So hold on. So you've got Pisces energy here. So you've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces here. So you've got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that might be taking or wanting more than what you have to give, because this is a give and take. There's secrets here, secrets. There's secrets, and this is a taking. You see, taking. Someone was taking more than what they're giving. This is a plan also. So this can be a good card or a bad card. This can be a person that steals, okay, steals money, or it can be someone that runs from the truth, or it can be someone that has a plan in order to move, okay, to move. Because you've got home here, like a home. I mean, that's not really coming up as a good energy. It's coming up as an ending, to be honest. Because you've got 7 and 1, which is 8. The 8 of Cups. Let's see, hold on. So this is obviously a decision. This would still be like the 2 of Swords, okay, like karma, meaning that there's more to be yet revealed about. See, the 8 of Cups is going to be, because you've got an ending of someone that's been trying to take something, also like from like home or something like that, from the home. Someone's also like run back home, because it's come this way. You see, run back home. So there's secrets about this 10 of Cups here, the 10 of Cups. I'm trying to think what the 8... Sorry, the only reason why I'm hesitating is because I'm trying to think what the 8 of Cups looks like. I can't see it until I see it. The 8 of Cups, right? But there is some kind of where someone's like left and come back home also, because that's where they're running to, which is the 10 of Cups. Someone's running into the 10 of Cups. So they're running into like an option also. This can be like running out of time. Running out of time. Like someone owes something. Somebody owes something. But someone's trying to run from a decision of making a decision about home life. It's like, because this can be like, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Like, if things get too much, we might have to go. we might have to go, like, and it's to do with a home. The Ten of Cups doesn't necessarily just have to mean like everlasting love. It can just literally mean a home life with family. You go from the 4 to the 7. But I mean, from here, you've come from the 3, which is like fucking the 3 of Swords, you know. 3 of Swords is heartache, manipulation, fighting, ego, you know, third-party relationships, anything like that, of where someone could have had decisions and options and all that kind of stuff, and all what we went through. So you've come from that, you're either at the 4, meaning that you're now healing, but you go straight to here, which is the 7. Which is like 2, again, which is like a decision that needs to be made that's here. There's a decision that needs to be made about a home. It's like, shall we go? Shall we stay or shall we go? Shall we leave or shall we not? It's kind of that Gemini kind of thing, you know. It's like, shall we stay? Shall we go? Shall we stay? Shall we go? Like running backwards and forwards from here, which is like healing. And then what option shall I pick? What choice shall I have? There's some kind of mystery that's still to do with this, because there's a mystery here, a mystery of some kind of truth, because this represents truth and this represents hiding the truth also. But there's also still a lot of rest and recuperation. But there's some kind of taxing as well, taxing of a job or something, because it's I can't get away from this. It's kind of like backwards and forwards here, backwards and forwards between what path shall I choose, what option shall I have, and then you've got one here which is like, well, I need to heal from this and I need to heal from that, and what choice shall I have to do with work and love and all this kind of stuff here, and to do with a home. And then this is kind of the same energy here of like running backwards and forwards, doing things at home and at work also. Because it doesn't have to be a bad card. This can just literally be that you're just overtaxing yourself and you're just doing too much and you're just like running backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. If this is to do with your partner, then that might be them that's doing that. If they are doing something, they're self-deceiving oneself, can be. Which is like someone is like, it depends what comes out here, but coming in between resting and a home life, like work is coming between home life and also resting and recuperation. But this cards came out also, I think, through Taurus reading. And through Aries reading too, I think. The High Priestess. It's definitely to do with like an ending, I'm sure. Where the Ten of Cups needs to be fulfilled, but you can only fill up your energy once you've rested and recuperated. So you might need more time, and that might be what this is that you need more time in order to recuperate, and because this is where you're not going to have clarity of mind or psychic hits or anything like that. Dreams can be of someone might be experiencing bad dreams or nostalgia of some kind of hypnotic state. Because these are like hypnotic states of mind, of like I'm fucking lost in time. The film Lost in Time, but lost in time, lost in translation. Here, through lost in translation. Translation is probably, it's going to take some time to get back to normal life is what I'm picking up. Like normal recuperation and normal life and normal like intuition, in order for my intuition to grow, for my energy to be recuperated, in order for me to be able to think straight also, you know, in order for me to be able to think straight and realize what it is that I'm going to do for a career, or what path is it that I really want to do or choose, in order for me to balance things out, to do in a home and to do with either love or... to be honest, I'm not really picking up love. I'm just picking this up as one energy of resting, recuperating, cutting things out. Could be a Pisces energy. Someone could have Pisces energy that you've cut out of your life here. Because this is cutting and cutting someone out. And it can be a Pisces for some. Or a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And what you're doing after that is recuperating from that, to do with like building up finances, but like renovating a home or just looking after yourself. This can be like looking after number one. It can be, because it's 7 also. You've got 2 7s, which can be good, but it's like I'm just out for myself now. Meaning like fuck all y'all. Like fuck it. Like this card can be literal, just fuck all of you, you know. Fuck everybody. It can be where it's kind of like I've got way too much on my plate now that I just need rest, I need recuperation. I've just cut someone out of my life. I am now trying to build up my own happiness and my own fulfillment and my own joy and recuperate and rest. And I cannot be fucking doing with people that run backwards and forwards, left and right, and that just deceive me, can be. That was giving more to one than the other, and that I'm pretty much done with all that business now, and that I am just now looking after number one. But you've also got someone that's tending to you as like Neil by mouth here, that wants to care, and that is caring and wants to care, but it's also like I can care and look after myself also. So you could have someone that's selfish, but they want to look after themselves. It's a strange energy, because this also would mean self also. Like I pick myself, 7. This can also mean I pick myself. But this can also be a return. A return. Like, because it's running away, but it can also mean returns too. So like returns to like a 2 here, 2 here. And this adds up, obviously 7, 11, which is 2, which is the 2 here. So a return on my investment here. Someone's looking for a return on their investment, meaning I invested time. I've invested a lot of time. This can also mean time. I've invested a lot of time into this project, and that I'm not running from it. I'm waiting for a return on my investment of what I've spent a lot of time doing. And this might be why there might be some kind of argument that you might have with someone, because someone might not like it. And because you're doing it, they might have some kind of vendetta against you that you're doing it, and it might cause some kind of conflict and argument, where this might arise, where this can be family members also, where you might cut them out because you have spent a lot of time doing it, and it might cause an argument because someone doesn't like it, you know. And they might be like blaming, because this can be a blame, where it's like there's some kind of blame for something to do with like money, but home, or work, or just like someone doesn't like also what what it is that you do for public service. Someone doesn't like what you do, because this can be someone that gets attention. Okay, so if it's relating to love, this is someone that gets attention. Okay, but if there's someone that gets good attention, there is someone that doesn't like the fact that you get attention. You know, this is someone that doesn't like something because they're carrying blame and hatred and 5 of Swords. So they're carrying that, which is the ego, which is the pride that keeps the ego alive. So someone could be watching, because this could be watching, okay, spying and watching, of thinking, are they an option or are they a choice or blah, 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 but just still can be watching. But this can be someone that doesn't like the fact that they get attention or that they have equality because they have blame. And that they might not like what you do as public service. public service. They're probably watching you care and share for people, but they don't like it. Or they don't like being looked after. This is someone that's being looked after, but someone doesn't like being looked after. Someone doesn't like being mothered or smothered. And this is someone that just doesn't like it. This is someone that can also look after themselves, because it's 7. So someone can look after themselves, but someone doesn't like that. There's someone watching you, Gemini, I think, also, that doesn't like the fact that you give to your family also. That you give to your family, but they're watching, but they don't like it. Or there's someone that doesn't like something that you do at work. This is work, and this is what you do. And there's someone at work, literally at work, or at home, right? At home or at work, or homework, that you do for public service, that doesn't like it. That doesn't like it. Or it's to do with children or parents or something where they don't like being like attended to. This is someone that's like kneel by mouth and caring for someone that's resting, but then it probably gets here where it gets too much, and this can be overbearing of where you're like, oh, just will you leave me alone? Like someone just wants leaving alone. Because this is also someone that's cutting things out, saying, look, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. So it's taken me a little while to get channeling again, because I really am hot. It depends, because this 7 does have an ulterior motive as well. There's an ulterior motive. It can either be a good motive or like motivation is what I'm picking up. Like motivation. Getting motivation back. It's like I need time to recuperate, and I need motivating, but I need like action. There's no action here because someone's recuperating, but there's like something to do with like home life that's getting, or work, it's like it's getting too much, or it's getting on someone's nerves, or something at work is what I'm picking up. Someone literally works in a caring community, or they work at a shop or something, but they work for the public, and someone just does not like that. Someone doesn't like it. They see people or someone as deceiving you also. Like friends and family can see people like deceiving you, or someone's deceiving somebody, and they can see it being very taxing on your energy. So we're going to go on with the rest of this story, Gemini. We will go over obviously to Patreon, where you can, obviously people have just joined. The Patreon there is that you can have access to everything that I do, all monthlies, bi-weeklies, weeklies, twin versus twin, how do they feel, all that kind of stuff will be put on here and then over there. So there's access to that, and you can just pay, and then it just gives you access to everything, okay? Or you can watch this in your monthly folder over on Vimeo for a period of time. But that is also Vimeo, and it also is on Patreon. Or you can have a private reading. Private readings have been really successful so far. So if you want one of those, you can just send me an email. Okay, but a lot of this, it will relate to you, but a private reading is spot on, and it will relate to you, and you can ask what you like, and I can do a full spread. And a lot of people, they ask me to just go with the flow, and they don't tell me everything, and I literally just tell them, I've told them all about their life. Literally everything about their life. It's literally come out in every reading that I've done, and I'm still doing. So if you want a private reading, just send me a link in there, send me an email, and I'll try and fill up my schedule again. But we will go on with this over on Patreon or over on Vimeo. Okay, guys? So thank you so much for your support, and I'll hopefully see you over there. All right, guys. Peace.